It is Black Friday. It is holiday season. I got two announcements. One, 20% off my entire website. There's no code. There's no nothing. It is automatic 20% off anything on the website, everything on the website till Monday night at 11:59 p.m. So Tuesday morning, it's gone. Everything is, the sale is gone, and I am continuing them. I've actually already, out of the dozen or so orders that I've gotten already, because I posted it on my social media, I've already done about half of those orders because I just mixed them in because they were mostly IWBs and they were quick stuff. So I moved them out. Also, just remember, it is Christmas time. So even though that if I put something in the mail and it says like 2 or 3 day delivery, myself and a million other small businesses don't work for the post office. So if something gets lost in the mail, don't get upset at us. It happens. It's on the post office. I will work with people that lose something in the mail or anything like that. And generally, before I ship them another one, they actually get the original. So I don't mind working with you, but don't be a butthead. It's beginning to look a lot like this. What's up, guys? Iggy here with FalTac Unlimited. I hope everybody had a fantastic and fulfilling Thanksgiving. And I know we did here. I had a little pool tournament. And, of course, the food coma. It was a good time, and it was a much-needed little break, although I did spend about half the day in the garage after. So today's video, completely different. You guys haven't seen it before. I'm going to show you my 3D scanning setup. So what I do is if somebody has a mold they need a gun for, a gun they need a mold for, I will go ahead and, I have so many blue guns, they're 1-to-1, and then I physically buy the light. So, like, for example, this right here is a Glock 17 with the Holliston PID Plus. I ended up already doing that, and I made the holster actually looks like this. It came out pretty damn good, and that is on its way. But I have a lot of orders for the HK MK323, the Mark 23, with the Lobos rail adapter and the X300 and the X400 and a few other lights. So I already scanned the X400. I need to scan the X300 because I have a lot of orders for them, and it's the last one of the month that I'm working on. Now, many years ago, I foam pressed a holster for the Mark 23 with a GG&G rail adapter and the X300, and the customer told me it fit perfect. All right. So from then on, anytime that somebody had a light, I always did it with a GG&G. Well, it turns out if you do an open bottom, the Lobos mount sets the light further back like a ½ an inch. So nothing is going to work unless you physically have it. So I finally snagged myself a Lobos rail mount. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do that right over there. So, but let's introduce you to my Boothang, my Shining 3D scanner. So this right here is my Einstar Shining 3D by Einscan. This right here, all said and done, was I think $900 or $1,000. It sucks. It is what it is. But this one is accurate to 0.01 millimeters, I think it is. So it's pretty insane. I do it to 0.02. That's where I seem like I'm getting like the best, kind of like the medium images and everything like that, like the best that I can get out of it. So this right here, you got your 3 cameras, all right, and they're all different angles. You got 2 from the top, 1 from the bottom, and they're facing at a focal point, which is right about here or so. And then you have regular surface mount LEDs, and then you have infrared LEDs. And then this is the guy right here, the controls, the wrist guy, so you don't drop it. And it does in fact have a screw mount, so you can set it up where you need to be and then do your thing. I like doing it by hand because I'm still learning this process. I've been doing this process for a little bit. There's still times where, you know what, I have to scrap scans, but it is what it is. I'm still learning, but I'm going to show you how I do it and how I've successfully made tons of molds with this setup. So let's go ahead. Let's scan the HK Mark 23 Lobos rail with X300. And I'll show you that process. So first thing is first, 3D scanning does not like dark colors. It doesn't like anything dark because it absorbs the light. Go figure, right? So what I use is a sub. This is about $40 a can. It is almost out, so I got to get a couple more because I've done a lot of scanning, right? And so we are going to have to spray our MK23 with the Lobos. So let's go ahead and check out that setup. And you could get this on Amazon. It's 1 or 2 day, $34, $36 in that area, but it's needed. So let's check this out. First things first, I invested in a turntable. Then I have the vise, and then I have the gun. So this is the setup. Let's see here. There we go. That's the setup I have right here. Bada bing. And of course you need a very strong laptop to do it. Now when you do stuff, it's going to ask you for a couple parameters. So we are not doing a person, we're doing an object. It's a small object, not too bad, right? And then we're going to be using the texture feature, which means it's going to go off the texture on the firearms. That's what I've been doing, and it's what's been working. And I'm down to 0.2 millimeter resolution, so that's working great. And obviously this part is off. So we're going to go ahead and confirm that, and we're going to open up our brand new setup. But before we do anything, I got to scan it. It's got to be white or it's not going to see it. Now what's cool about this stuff is after 4 hours, it disappears, or it starts to disappear. So you could spray it on anything you want, and after a while, it's gone. All right, now it's going to turn to frost white, and we're going to be good. See? Turning that color already. And here we see the gun. You see on the left side, if I go very close, it's in the red. If I go too far away, can't see it either, so we have to do it just right. And we're going to adjust it so there's not a lot of red on the screen, but it's always going to show up on those guys right there. So go ahead and get this going. So it's definitely quite the process. And as you can see, you definitely have to hit all angles. Now I've learned over time, go slow. And I definitely learned that you need adequate light. If you don't have a lot of light, don't even bother doing it. And you have to calibrate it like once every 30 days to get your ambient light and everything all dialed in. Which, as you can see, I have an exclamation point, so I should be doing that shortly. But I wanted to get this scanned and out of there because I have quite a few orders for this particular light, along with the X400, the Balder Pro, and then the TLR1 I'm also going to be scanning. And you can see I got one hand on the scanner and then one hand on the turntable, and I'm just going slowly, each hand doing its own thing. And of course, you got the ring light in the background that is helping us as well. So all this at the same time, a lot to think about because you have to, you're watching the mold in the vise and then you're watching the mold on the screen. And, if you're too far away, if you're too close or anything like that. And definitely takes some time to get used to. And I am still, in fact, learning different aspects of this machine and what it's actually capable of. And it's pretty gnarly. It's funny. I found that the muzzle end is usually the hardest end to do, but I've actually figured out a couple tricks to do that. And I'm going to 3D print myself a couple jigs, or I'm going to completely learn how to do it a different way. I do like this vise setup, but you could also just lay it down on a table and then flip it and do multiple videos or multiple scans rather, and then it'll mesh it all together. I haven't done that yet. This is the way I've always tried it. And, there's not a lot of videos online about how to scan a gun or anything like that for this process. So that's another reason why I'm doing this, is to get some stuff out there and see, get feedback on what I could do to improve, or if you guys want to figure out, you know, this is how I do it, and this is how you can do it too, and kind of get you guys a baseline on what to look forward to when investing in this type of stuff. Now, once it is scanned, I go ahead and delete everything I don't need. So I'm going to delete the vise. And then if you look around the perimeter, these little black dots, right? Just kind of crap and debris floating there in the atmosphere. So I go ahead, I lasso everything around, delete those, and I will work the mold all the way around to figure out where I need to delete these little nubs. Now I know the software does it for me, but I like to do this as well and go from there. So I'm going to pretty much twist and twist and twist and move this gun and figure out where I want to do all this deleting. Now, when I'm doing light bearing molds or scans like this one, I really don't pay a ton of attention inside the trigger guard because let's face it, the blocking for the flashlight is going to block everything that could be bad on it. So I really don't pay a lot of attention, but I still delete what needs to be deleted. Now, I know after this, I might have deleted a little bit too much, but there's also an area that didn't get scanned. So I actually go back in and I hit that spot again and then delete a couple of the extra nubs and then go back to where I need to with finishing the process. And this is where we are approaching. So right here, I'm going to pretty much get everything where it meshes it all together. And then from here, we can go ahead, just take a peek, make sure our work is good, not missing anything and all that. We're going to go ahead and change. I like seeing this blue. That's what I like. Now you can see a couple of dark spots where it didn't scan. No big deal. A lot of that stuff's going to get covered. So we'll go ahead and mesh it. Now, if you look at it, we're going to make it watertight, high quality, right? High filter. And we're going to make it so it's standard, but it removes all the floating parts like I deleted. So anything I missed, it will take care of. And then um, to get it into your CAD software, you have to simplify it. So by simplifying it to 290,000 squares, or triangles rather, then you can upload it into Tinkercad or Fusion 360, but it has to be under 300,000. So we'll confirm this, and then that takes about 10, 20 minutes, depending on the size of the scan, which this is a big scan. And as you can see, this is the completed scan. It is now watertight, which means there's no holes in it. And it, does its thing where it automatically knows that there's a curved surface to continue the curve, cylinder, and square and stuff like that. Now, to line it up, we're going to add a couple planes. So we're going to go to the 3-point, rotate it. So we're going to do the top of the slide, and we're going to hit 3 points for point 1. Click, click, and then click. So there's our first one. Now we're going to rotate it, do our second one, and we're going to do it on the same plane right here in the slide. Bada bing. And then we're going to create the third one, which is right on the front and the muzzle, so we can get that other access. And there we go. So that's going to help with the alignment. And now, one very important thing before you do anything, export it to your computer because we are done. So we're going to go ahead and save this as the HK MK23 with the Lobos mount and the X300 Ultra by Surefire. And then switch that to the STL, save it, and bada bing, there it is. And of course, you can go ahead and take a peek at your beautiful creation that you just did. And I will have this file for sale on my website as well under digital downloads. And that right there is pretty much it. That scan took like 25 minutes in that area. And then you have the texture mapping and all the stuff, the optimization it does. That adds quite a bit of time. So generally, what I've been noticing is I'm averaging about 40 minutes per scan. And I have quite a few scans I've been doing. And I tell you, they've all been spot on holster-wise, so it's going pretty good. So now with this all scanned and everything all set, I'm actually uploading it to Tinkercad so I can go ahead and get a form for this made, while simultaneously setting up for cutting a Ruger RXM specific mold, along with, I got a whole bunch of stuff I'm working on. I'm really excited about it, and I just wanted to get a video out to you guys for that process. So I am going to show more. I'm going to do more in-depth programming. I've gotten a lot faster at programming. I did a light bearing holster the other day in about an hour for just the mold, and like I said, actually that was for the 17 with the PID, and it came out awesome. Actually, let's see here. Here's the mold itself. Mold will come out great. Cut out of pine, no problem. If I get more orders, I'm going to cut it out of HDP, but that is the first and only one that I've ever made. And it was the PID Plus, so I was a little nervous on that one, and perfect right out of the box, or right off the machine, I should say. But on that note, I got a little something for you. It is Black Friday. It is holiday season. I got two announcements. One, 20% off my entire website. There's no code. There's no nothing. It is automatic 20% off anything on the website, everything on the website, till Monday night at 11:59 p.m. So Tuesday morning, it's gone. Everything is, the sale is gone, and I am continuing them. I've actually already, out of the dozen or so orders that I've gotten already, because I posted it on my social media, I've already done about half of those orders because I just mixed them in because they were mostly IWBs and they were quick stuff. So I moved them out. Also, just remember, it is Christmas time. So even though that if I put something in the mail and it says like 2 or 3 day delivery, myself and a million other small businesses don't work for the post office. So if something gets lost in the mail, don't get upset at us. It happens. It's on the post office. I will work with people that lose something in the mail or anything like that. And generally, before I ship them another one, they actually get the original. So I don't mind working with you, but don't be a butthead. So on that note, 20% off the website. It's Christmas time. It's been Christmas time in my house for a while, but I haven't posted about it. And I got a lot to do. I'm actually going to go in, start the fire, get some stuff going, and edit this video to get out to you guys so you can see that I'm doing a 20% off and go from there. So I'm also going to be doing some programming later on tonight. And when I'm done with all that, I'm going to come in and make some more holsters till probably 3 or 4 in the morning like I've been doing all week. Having a ball, and I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me. All the patience for getting these out to you. I'm actually almost done. I know it kind of sucks. I have one order left of July, which is what that MK23 is for. I like 3 orders left of August, and September I'm done to like probably under a dozen. So July, August, September is almost done. And then I've actually been plugging away at October and November as well. I'm kind of mixing everything together and just doing what I can, ordering the material and just kind of keeping it moving. So again, I appreciate all you guys. One-man show. I don't mind doing this. You guys don't mind waiting. I love being able to do this and doing it for you guys. And I love working with Holstersmith. They provide absolutely everything. And even today, Black Friday, I got packages from them. And I jumped in on their sale as well. They have a sale for Black Friday. I believe it's all weekend. And the code is, it's on their newsletter. It's Thanks25. So go on there, stock up, do what you need to do. It's 10% off their weekend as well. And I got some surprises coming in. And one of them I'm going to give away to you guys. And then another one's going to be a discount for other products. So hopefully that goes through and we'll see what happens. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself, but I'm going to get going. I love you guys. Keep moving forward. I'll see you on the next one. I love you. Bye.